Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to do a full breakdown and guide for Alcryst, the second prince of Brodia. We're going to analyze his strengths and weaknesses at max stats. We're going to discuss preferred class options, best skills to inherit, pairing options, and weapons. And by the completion of this video, you will have a complete understanding of Alcryst, if he deserves a spot on your team, and how to best utilize him if you so choose. So let's get right into it. Alcryst starts off as a Lord class, and the natural promotion offered to him is a special class called Tireur d'Elite. My French is awful, but that's what I've got for you. I suggest that you keep this class for the whole game, because not only is it a special class that you can't get anywhere else, but it also comes with a skill that you are absolutely going to love. But more on that later in the video.
I'm worried, but you don't need my support either way. I know you'll see us through this.
Okay, if you've watched my character breakdown series before, then you already know what we need to do. We're going to max out all of his stats to get a better understanding, not only where he starts off, but how far we can take him. His cap stats are as follows: 68 health, 15 build, 42 strength, 19 magic, 44 dex, 40 speed, 30 defense, 17 resistance, and 29 luck. So as you can see here, all in all, his stats are pretty good. He's definitely going to be a great fit for a sniper. I mean, his strength and his dex is fantastic, and he can easily finish off flying units in only 1 to 2 hits, which is definitely going to be useful for our team. Now keep in mind, he's not without his own weaknesses though. His resistance is absolute trash. As you can see there, only 17, and he can be taken out by 1 mage, maybe 2, probably max. The strategy on a character like this, at least for my team, has to be hit and run. I mean, he can just not take the damage otherwise. Okay, let's take a minute and talk about his skills, starting with his personal skill, which is called Get Behind Me. It's kind of ironic because the Get Behind Me is not going to be him speaking, I would assume. This is the kind of character that we're going to be keeping behind our own allied lines. Here's how the skill works though. When one of Alcryst's allies is within 2 spaces of him and gets attacked, he will gain +3 strength. I mean, that's a good friend right there. This is a very easily triggered skill, as his best use is going to be, once again, like I said before, behind those allied units. You can just run up behind them, hit, take advantage of that skill, and run. His class skill is called Luna, and this one is unreal. It ignores half of an enemy unit's defense/resistance when you're on the attack. This is going to be triggered by his dex. Whatever his dex is, that's the percentage chance of it getting triggered. So a 44 max dex gives him pretty fantastic odds. 44%, I mean, I will take it. And matched with his personal skill, you can expect him to take enemies out in a single turn, which really is not that common in Maddening mode. Playing around the Outroam trials, I noticed that a lot of people will opt for Alcryst in this class because, once again, that skill alone can make or break those matches. Okay, now for those 2 inherited slots. Well, there are a lot of options that compare with a character like this. Here are some of my favorites. We've got Alacrity ++, Canter +, Holdout ++, Bow Agility +5, obviously, Avoid +30, Divine Pulse +, Weapon Sync +, Luna Bracelet +, Speed/Dex +5, and Strength/Defense +5. Now, those are all going to be great options. You'll do fantastic with any of them, but for the sake of this video, I am going to go with Speed/Dex +5 just to balance out some of those weaknesses. In fact, if you want him to be relied upon to double late game or even in Maddening mode skirmishes, I would say that this additional speed is going to be a requirement for you. My second slot is Canter Plus because, well, it's Canter Plus. And as you know, that skill works for every character in the game. Specifically though, on a character like this, where we're utilizing a hit and run strategy, you will need a skill that gives extra movement, especially after an attack. Okay, next up, let's pick some weapons for him. Now, if you're an Alcryst fan, you know he deserves Land-a-Bear +5. I mean, it's the best bow in the game, and if you're going to max him, then you got to go ahead and put your money where your mouth is, right? If you can't accept that, though, hey, go ahead and bring a Brave Bow +5. That's always a good bet. And either way, you're going to want that extra block of distance from bringing a longbow as well. Radiant Bro will help you with those low resistance units, and an Elixir for good measure. Now, he's a backline unit, so he can heal himself, and let's not waste the movement of our magic users. He's not in immediate danger. Okay, finally, and perhaps most importantly, let's talk about his pairing. If you played Outrun Trials, you know how popular the Lyn and Alcryst pairing is. I mean, Lyn is the most effective emblem for him, for sure, because she utilizes Alcryst's class skill. If maxed, he will often trigger Luna, even when casting Astra Storm from Lyn, and that's just a super OP way to take out high-level units, like you see in the Outrun Trials. Now, she also has called doubles, though, which makes illusions to distract your enemy. Once again, very effective, especially in the Outrun Trials, where the AI is especially dumb. Now, one of the most important aspects, though, is going to be Speed Taker, which allows Alcryst to double literally every enemy when he's maxed out, including bosses. That one is a personal favorite of mine and absolutely changes his character altogether. Alright, there you have it. We've now discussed Alcryst in detail, and the real question is, do you want him on your team? I would love to know the answer to that down in the comments. I would also love to know all of your individual builds down in the comments. I love hearing from all of you guys. Thank you for watching another video. I appreciate the support, and hopefully I've earned your subscription today. But either way, once again, thank you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.